All right, well, welcome back to Midlife Explorer. Dave and Gord are out for another bike ride today. We are switching between kayaking and biking each week. Today we're in downtown Galt. We're going to ride up to Otterbein Park, which is top end of Kitchener, bottom end of Waterloo. We've done this ride before. It's been a couple of years since we've gone up in the direction we're going today, though. So it's about 55 kilometers round trip. Back on the Insta360 X5 camera because I find it easier to edit with, but I do not know if I've got any audio. That is the reason why I went and picked up the Osmo camera, because couldn't figure out whether the mic's working or not. It's a very cool, windy 15 degrees today. I say very cool because 15 is normally great for biking, but with the wind, it's chilly. How are these kids playing at lunchtime on a Friday? There's kids playing baseball at lunchtime on a Friday. How does that work out? A little bit of single track to get us started off. Wherever I can today along the way, I'll jump down to the lower trails so you can find a bit of the single track. There's quite a bit of single track actually on this part of the Otterbein Trail. I can hear him complaining already. Gord's going, what? There you go, Mr. Butler, something to wake you up.
Flipped a couple trees, but we're okay.
Really, eh? See, they should make this trail right along here and keep going right over the other side of the golf course. Just keep on going up the river instead of us having to go up top and then come back down again. See, just extend that trail that way. To your left. Thank you. Two ways of riding the Otterbein when you come from here. You can go up both sides of the river. If you're going to Otterbein though, this is the better way of getting there. Well, that's probably the best place to stop and have a beer, but I don't know where you park the bikes because I don't have a lock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We could bring the bike around to the balconies and just park them right beside the balcony.
Exactly. Well, why don't we do a 2 here and then our third, maybe fourth there.
Okay, sounds good. So Otterbein back to here then.
What's that?
Otterbein back to here.
Yeah, to where we just came from. Oh, why? Were we going to go on the other side of the river?
No, we are going over there. We're going to cross the bridge.
How do we get back here?
Same trail. Because we don't want to cut through Kitchener. Last year we did a loop. We went up that side and then came back this way. And we paddled underneath this section a couple years ago. You have to go back 3 years in order to find us paddling down here to Cambridge. So it's not our favorite section of the Grand. But any section of the Grand is still good. Yeah, we didn't paddle that section last year. We did not, no. Only because it gets too shallow going into that park.
It's really shallow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The park on the side of Fountain Street. That's the only reason why we haven't gone down there.
You're walking for half a kilometer.
Well, no, we always manage to scooch our way through it. There's usually enough flow to get down it, but you're scooching. Oh,
Says e-bikes don't get a workout.
I tell you. Pioneer Tower. Oh. Oh, look at that. All right. Not standing on the bike, you can't. Engineering, I tell you. What do you think, Gord? Think we should just lift him up over here?
Sure.
Or you can get him down underneath here?
You gotta come back here.
Yes, we did. Want to just lift yours? Huh? You got it? All right. On the way back, up this way. There. Gord? There, on the way back. Deer Ridge, there you go. Deer Ridge. I knew that, I just couldn't remember it. Yeah, that's the first time in a while we've had a blockage on the trail. Normally that's not an issue on this trail. A couple of years ago we had a big storm in Ontario. That was about 5 years ago. We had some trees down then. This is the part that Gord loves. Work with it. I love that section of trail. Gord doesn't like it very much, but I love it. We were paddling last Friday, had the wind in our face the whole day. At least we should have the wind in our back coming down river. Let's see what Gordo's doing. No worries, all good. That's it, that's the bumpy bit. The rest of the trail's fine, although we will find some more signal track on the other side of King Street.
It's like the 60.
Well, I can't commit to that. Yeah. There's a bench right there. Yeah. All right, we're just below King Street at the dam on the Grand River. Just as you're getting into Kitchener. Watching, we've been in Kitchener now for a bit. We just thought you wouldn't buy the 2 golf courses that are on the Grand River. This is a good place to stop. It's halfway, but if you come this way, the section below this piece of trail is really bumpy. It's very rocky. So we probably did about 15. We're more than halfway.
Halfway to the turnaround.
Yes. Halfway to the turnaround, correct. I mean, the reality is we could ride all the way up, have a bite and ride all the way back. It's not that long to ride, 25 kilometers. Normally kind of what we do over long rides, right? Normally we take it to 20. I like this bike ride though. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's not bad.
A little bit of everything. Yeah. This is Highway 8, this is not King Street, it's Highway 8. Okay, Well, there might be a tree down, that might be the issue, right? So sometimes they close this section, so you go to the left. They close this because of the goslings. Sometimes. Keep it closed because of geese. Anyway, all over to you, sir. This will bring us out towards those townhouses. Oh, there you go. That's why it's closed. That would be a reason. Okay, we'll come back a different way. I'm not with the other one. The other one we got no choice. This one I'm not humping a tree twice.
I hope you get a tick, you impatient little fucker.
I'll let you go first. That was just easier. You know, you sounded like my friend Ken just then. He used to call me an impatient little fucker. Oh yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is my nature, Mr. Butler. The good news is, I've been that way all my life. The bad news is, I will be that way all my life.
Well, you do what you gotta do, buddy.
Call it impatient, I call it lazy. Hey Gord, from the rear you do look like a pumpkin. I said you do look like a pumpkin. Hope you know where you're going, Gord, because I don't. Exactly. Yes. See the benches there? You and I and Mark had a beer here. Yeah? This will take us down through the bottom of that townhouse complex, and then you either go around to the road or there's a little hill on the right hand side that we should climb. If you're up for it. shortcut right there. This is a nice downhill on the way back. I'll include the downhill on the river. Thank you. Some very nice neighborhoods on this ride. Very interesting. I like that house too, that's beautiful. Lovely little spot. This is back on the trail again. Yeah, we always pick May to come and ride this section of trails during the week, like Friday afternoon like we're doing today, because it's quite frankly there's too much walking traffic. There's lots of trails down here too. I'm going to go down the single track here, okay? The single track on the other side right here, I'm going to go down. You don't have to, you keep going straight. This is Grand Valley down here though, I'm going to go down here. I'll meet you at Otterbein. Folks in the Grand Valley Trail Association, thank you for maintaining these trails. I've actually used many of them for hiking and for mountain biking. I've got some more time. Right, come out for walking, you guys, if you don't mind. Follow the trails. All right down there. Right. doing it for me. Mr. Butler.
I think we did something. There's no trails, right?
No, that's good. That's the best part of it right there. There's more single track up through here, but that little trail there is the best piece. Alright, well this is Otterbein Park just up ahead. So it's about 26 kilometers from downtown Galt at the arena where we parked. And we stuck the Walter Bean Trail all the way up. So we jumped onto the Grand Valley twice. Because you do have another trail system that runs a little closer to the Grand. So if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I will post the return trip as well. We'll set up a different camera. then I'll post it for myself. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will also post the return trip. If you are interested in following us again next weekend, we will be out kayaking. Water levels permitting, we're going to try and get some air down to Silver Bridge, just below Drumbar. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.